Sir, can't hear anything, sir.
In case of MySQL, there are some sequential commands you have to run. Run these commands one by one. First command, sudo yum install wget. Type Y, press enter. Run the second command, guys. Press enter. Similarly, the third one. Type Y. Done. There are some sequential commands to trigger one after another. Go to the next command, MySQL module disabling while installing main MySQL. Okay, go for sudo su, everybody. First run sudo su, then run this command. Sudo su, super user. Type Y. Please observe, before running this command, you can use sudo or you can go for separately sudo su. Just to mention sudo, that is sufficient. No need of separately sudo su. Now run this command. All these commands, let it start with sudo, super doer. All these commands try running with sudo. Done. Please observe, guys. First we installed wget. Through wget we downloaded RPM file. Then the same RPM file we have made a local install. Same RPM file we made for a local install. Then this command is very important. We need to make MySQL module as a disable. Then only MySQL community server can be recognized. In the previous batches, I was not running this command. MySQL community server was not able to recognize. Almost in 2-3 batches found a difficulty. You need to disable MySQL module before installing community server. This is the command which is installing MySQL community server. Before that, we are disabling MySQL module. Before that, we are making MySQL local install. Before that, we are downloading RPM files straight away. So before that, we installed wget. Once wget is ready, then you can able to download RPM files straight away. Same procedure can be followed even for JDK. For JDK, while following this procedure, downloading is not very proper because of the bigger software. So MySQL, we are able to download straight away in the EC2 instance. So this is the URL for the RPM file of MySQL. After downloading, you need to make ready to local install. Afterwards, disable MySQL module, then only installer can find community server. These are the sequential commands you have to trigger. First and foremost one, install wget. Once wget is installed, then you can able to download RPM file. We downloaded RPM file. Once RPM file downloaded, you need to make it ready for local install. Before installing, you need to disable MySQL module. Then you can specify install MySQL community server. So installation will be done. So installation completely done. Now try running this to check, to start the MySQL. MySQL installation got over. To start the MySQL, go for paste. Press enter. MySQL server started. How to know whether MySQL server started or not? Whether MySQL server started or not. For that purpose, you can just go for status. Whether MySQL server started or not. Go to the status. Control C. Right click and paste. You can see MySQL starting, then finally started. MySQL started. To come away from here, Control C. MySQL server downloaded, installed and started. MySQL server downloaded, installed and started. Now, if you trigger show databases, sorry, while installing MySQL, it is generating one temporary password. Come on, guys. While installing MySQL, it is generating one temporary password, one-time usage. That password should be used only one time, not second time. To log into the MySQL first time, you have to use the temporary password. To log into the MySQL first time, you have to use the temporary password. Temporary password. Temporary password. Copy this. That password you can find in the log file. Come on. This command is used for reading temporary password of MySQL from the log file. Just run this one. It will show you whatever temporary password created while installing MySQL. Come on. While installing MySQL, whatever temporary password created that we are trying to read. So this grep command, it is used only to search a particular content in the file. Inside a file, a particular content. So the line which is starting with the temporary password, that line content, you can see from this log file, we read only one we read only one line. That line is a temporary password is generated for root at the rate of localhost. This is your temporary password. Come on, guys. By using grep command, we are able to read a particular portion of the file. Inside a file, reading one line. Grep command. This is a Linux based command. Grep command inside a mysqld.log. This is the log file. Going inside a log file, reading a line which is containing this content. Yes, there is a line which is having this content. This entire line having this temporary password. You have to use this temporary password for first login. Only for the first login, you have to use this temporary password. Now, after understanding temporary password, trigger MySQL-u root with a password. The default user for the MySQL is a root. Default user for the MySQL is a root. Default user for MySQL is a root. Copy this. Paste. You are trying to connect to MySQL with a root user and a password. Once you press enter, it will ask the password. You are trying to connect to MySQL as the root user with a password. What is the password that you have to enter in the next line? Press enter. It is asking password. You can copy the password whatever generated for first login. Come on, guys. This is the password. Copy only this much. Don't copy any other blank lines. Copy. Then try to paste the same. Press enter. You connected to MySQL with a root user and a password. Root user and a password. Now, it won't allow you to run any SQL commands before changing the password. Before changing the password, it won't allow you to run any SQL commands. Whatever password generated in the log file, it is only for the first login. In the first login also, it won't allow to trigger any commands before changing the password. Let me trigger one command, show databases. This is one of the command in the MySQL. You can see, you must reset your password before triggering this SQL command. You need to reset the password. Come on, guys. How to reset the password? Use this command. Resetting a password identified by, specify the password. I am choosing password as a great@123. You can choose any. You can choose any password. You can choose any password. Run this command. Only this command is allowed in the first login. Paste. Now remember this password as a great @1. Whatever you have given under single quote is a password. The next time you have to use this password. Now you can able to run other commands. Show databases. Now it is showing the database. Use any one database. I'm going for use MySQL. I triggered use MySQL. Use MySQL. Now, let us create one table. I'm just using plain simple syntax to create a table. You can see tab 1 table created. Show tables. Check it out whether tab 1 table is there or not. MySQL is ready in our systems. Sorry, MySQL is ready in the EC2 instance. Inside the EC2 instance, MySQL software is ready. All the softwares are ready. Now, in the next section, I'll show you how to develop a core Java based project and uploading into our EC2 instance. All softwares are ready. All three softwares are ready, available. JDK is available, Tomcat available, MySQL available. Let us develop one simple core Java based project in the Spring Boot. In the Spring Boot itself, I'll be developing. Finally, we will upload the same to the EC2 instance. We will run in the EC2 instance. Let us see this in the next section.